CJ Stroud, the rookie sensation from last season, is suffering from what we call a sophomore slump. He's not taking the leap that everyone expected him to. I think people put a lot of unfair expectations on him to some degree, but I don't think he's gotten better, which is not a great thing. The Texans lost this Sunday to the Tennessee Titans, their division rival, 32-27. There's some questions about the Texans and CJ Stroud because, listen, they're going to win the division. I don't know. I think the Colts are like 2 games behind. Colts ain't winning no damn division. Sorry to break it to you, Colts fans. So they're going to get into the playoffs, but can you guys take this Texans team serious come playoff time?
Can I take the Texans seriously come playoff time? No. And I'll put it simply. Like, it's, first of all, CJ Stroud has looked straight up inaccurate recently. Like, missing throws that, like, I'm pretty sure I saw a stat that he's like 10% below his expected completion percentage right now over the last, like, 3 weeks. And in case people didn't know, that's really not good at all. He's missing wide open throws that he typically makes.
9 interceptions on the year, too.
It has been really ugly. Some of the decision making has actually been super questionable, looking like Jameis Winston from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at times.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's been that bad, bro. Like, I don't understand some of the things CJ's been looking at. And look, sometimes teams figure you out, and then eventually you adjust to the adjustments. I mean, that's the league, bro. That's what it turns out to be. So I'll also say this. I don't think it's necessarily just the CJ Stroud thing why I don't believe in the Texans. I think that defense is legit, but I question you can't win a championship with this bad of an offensive line.
Yeah,
it's just that
horrendous.
simple. The interior, the O-line's getting killed week after week after week. CJ's under constant pressure, and that's not going to help. I mean, CJ's a guy, too, that likes to hold on to the ball, likes to create, and we're seeing that hasn't necessarily paid off recently. He did just get Nico Collins back. You expect him to slowly turn things around, but no, Texans are not for real at all. Until I see improvements to the O-line, CJ getting back to his old self, no, not even close. Texans are not.
So
legit.
the way I'll ask it is, right now they're the 4 seed, so the 4 seed would play the 5, right?
4 seed would play the 5, yes.
So they would play Baltimore. I guess best case scenario is they play the Chargers. So can they win a playoff game? Will they win a playoff game? Because anyone can win.
I'm saying no. I'm saying if you play either one of those two teams, I really don't think it's going to end well for you. Of course, I think that they're better off playing against the Chargers after we just saw what Baltimore did.
Yeah.
But the Texans are actually really good at stopping the run too, which is basically the entire game plan for the Baltimore Ravens.
You can't stop them though.
No, of course not. You don't think you could stop Derrick Henry, but they have been the best in the league in terms of yards per carry, or close to the best in the league in terms of yards per carry for the majority of the season. That matters. But
I think when you go up against Henry and Lamar, it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I guess they have the best shot, but what is that shot, you know?
Yeah, it boils down to, like, I don't think they could beat either one of those teams.
Yeah.
Just point blank, simple.
Yeah.
They'll be home, which is, I guess, a benefit. But no, I don't think it makes much of a difference. They're fluky, and that offensive line is no bueno to hold up for a playoff run.
Yeah, it's so strange that they fell off. And, like, I mean, since week 7, I have it here. So week 7 on, they lost to the Packers by 2. They beat the Colts by 3. Congrats. They lost to the Jets on Halloween. Lost to the Lions in a game where CJ played terrible. Beat the Cowboys. Congrats. And then just lost to the Titans. Like, they're losing games they should win. They're barely beating teams they should beat. And the defense, like you said, is playing phenomenal right now. I mean, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson can make the argument they're the best pass rushing duo in the NFL.
You guys see that like Euro step thing Danielle Hunter did against the Lions? No. That's unfair.
Yeah,
guy that big should not be able to.
They got tore up just a little bit by Will Levis, but I guess Will Levis do that to you. I guess that's where we're at.
I guess, yeah.
And just this offense, I see a lot of people on Twitter complaining about it. The play calling by Bobby Slowick is just super vanilla.
People have really turned on him.
Yeah, they run on 1st and 2nd down, and then it's just like, all right, 3rd and long, CJ, bail us out. And that's basically what they did last year too, but CJ was just superhuman and was bailing them out. And right now he's not playing like a superhuman. And yeah, like CJ's been bad and can be better, but it's not all the blame goes on him.
Right.
Like I said, Bobby Slowick's not really putting him in a position to win.
Yeah, people had him in Ben Johnson conversations
Yes.
last
Yeah,
year.
he's
like, that's crazy.
falling off.
Yeah.
He
People
is
are
not
happy
even
with Bobby
close now.
Slowick.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, the offensive line is not good by any stretch of the imagination.
Losing Diggs hurts too.
Yeah,
he liked it.
yeah, that's
Loved
where
it.
they really
That is
fell
where it
off.
turned.
Yeah.
Him and Nico, and then CJ's season
Yeah.
went down the drain.
Pass blocking, run blocking, the O-line's not good. You may think they're a good run blocking unit, but because of Joe Mixon's great games, but that's really just Joe Mixon playing some damn
Which
good
is
ball.
insane.
he's playing the
been
best
an
football of his
He's been
career.
an inefficient runner his whole career, and now when he has a shit offensive line, now he wants to be an
Yeah,
efficient runner.
Yeah.
Best ball of his career.
What is he? I'm gonna look
yeah.
at his
So
per carry.
Joe Mixon playing so well might just be like masking it, but this O-line's amongst one of the worst in the league. But CJ's not doing his part. So since week 7, like I mentioned, amongst 33 quarterbacks to play 90-plus snaps, he's 28th in EPA per play, 29th in success rate, 32nd in completion percentage, 31st in completion percentage over expected.
That is
Like he's just not
Worst
good.
He's-
quarterback in the NFL.
right.
almost.
He's
Yeah.
playing like I'm not going to say worse, but he's playing like a bottom 5 quarterback over the past 6 weeks, which it's just not going to get the job done. And again, like, sure, the offensive line is not good, the play calling isn't good, but you got to elevate. You know what I mean? If you're that guy, you got to elevate.
You got to take a step up. He
like
just hasn't.
Yeah, like he just has to. After what he did last year, you got to put on a better show.
Right.
And like you said, the receivers are hurt. Like it's not the best situation. I'll give him that, but you just got to be better. So
I'm just saying, when the only two guys below you are Cooper Rush and Anthony Richardson in a lot of these stats, it's probably not a good thing.
yeah,
No, generally no.
yeah,
These
no.
guys
So
aren't very
Yeah,
good.
and like in terms of the Texans as a team, until I see something change, no, I can't take them
No shot they would
seriously as a
play,
playoff team. I mean, shit, like I wouldn't like maybe they could win one playoff game. You know what I mean? Like I think CJ Stroud's still that guy where he could get hot and win a playoff game, but winning multiple playoff games, absolutely not.
So
Absolutely
they get Jacksonville this week, which should be a get right game.
yeah.
Then they get the bye, which I guess is nice, getting the late bye. But out of the bye, it's Miami, at Kansas City, home against Baltimore, at Tennessee. Like,
Yeah, if
That's a
anyone
gauntlet.
needed a late bye, though, it's this team. Like they
Yeah.
could really use it right now. So take care of business against the Jaguars. Take a week off, and then you're back in
you lose. Yeah, you lose this
to
week.
the Mac Jones Jags after how
Trev might play.
poverty they've.
Really?
I really hope they don't play that man.
yeah, I don't know.
Just sit
but
him for the rest
He
of the
might
year,
play.
bro.
He practiced.
I mean,
today and yesterday,
God,
so I don't know.
that's not good.
But
That's not good.
yeah,
Look, all I
take care
know.
of business this week, and
Yep.
then they're back. Not back in business as like a serious threat, but the road is there
Sure.
for them.
They
They are
had-
talented enough.
They are very
They're
talented.
going to make
for
the playoffs,
sure.
so that's
Yeah.
like they're not going to lose the
that's
division.
what I'm saying.
So
You just got to get some momentum.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It's so stuffy, man.
No, you're good.
do it.
Because everyone has had that. Everybody.
We're gonna auction this tissue off.
In about like 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years, this will sell for like a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
mil.
$3. Oh.
The winner of the ball game league next year.
Gets Chris's used tissue. Yeah, nah, I like I said, I think more so than anything else, like if CJ's playing like this, it's one thing, but it's a whole nother thing when you really don't have a line that can pass block or run block for that matter. Like once you get to the playoffs, every single one of your flaws are maximized to the fullest extent.
But yeah, Texans. There's time for them to just build some momentum going into the playoffs.
Hey man,
Again,
get right. You know.
Yeah, they're
You said they have a gauntlet late in the season
yeah,
too, so
for sure.
Miami,
So,
Kansas
yeah.
City, Baltimore, Tennessee. That's.
Miami,
Those are
Kansas
tests.
City, Baltimore, Tennessee, and Tennessee don't look easy anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, you just lost.
They-
to them.
you
In
just
theory,
lost
you
to
should
them.
split, but
You
yeah.
just lost to them.
Those
Not
are
a cakewalk.
tests. So, but good tests. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you
It's
need
good,
those leading
good
into the
momentum.
playoffs.
Good momentum.
You
building,
take down a
especially
Kansas
after
City
the
or a
bye.
Baltimore going into the playoffs, like,
Especially if you
Yeah.
potentially
and you
play,
play.
Baltimore.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have something quick for us.
Sure.
Normally we do these after the pod, but I felt this one was fitting on the pod.
Throw it in.
I'm sure you guys are going to know who one of these guys are
Uh-huh.
based on the conversation we just had.
Oh,
But
well, here we go.
which quarterback would you rather have based on their stats? Player A averages 211 yards per game. He has 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 65.6 completion percentage, and a 95 passer rating. With me?
Yep.
Player B averages 216.3 yards per game. He has 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 57.4 completion percentage, and a 74.7 passer rating.
I'm willing to go out on a limb and say I know who both of these players are. Player A is probably Tua, and player B is probably CJ Stroud. But it's pretty clear. I mean, player A is playing some great ball, and player B is playing some not so great ball.
Yeah, I mean, slightly less yards per game, but more touchdowns. Wait, it was passer rate. The last one was passer rating. What was the one before that?
Completion percentage.
Far better completion percentage and passer rating. I'm going to take player A.
So player B obviously is CJ Stroud since week 7. Player A is Aaron Rodgers since week 7.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Right?
Wow.
That was good, right?
Oh, man, that guy sucks.
Raj?
You don't want to be in there with him.
Severe, like not even close, like severely outplaying.
Yeah.
Severely outplaying, according to the
8
stats.
touchdowns, 2 interceptions?
Yeah.
Why does it not at all feel like that?
That's what, sometimes StatMuse might be lying to me, but that's what StatMuse said.
No, I probably believe it.
8
but
touchdowns. I mean, he threw. Yeah, that sounds about
He
right.
threw 2 in that Texans game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Raj sucks too, but, Raj is going to apparently be playing for a different team next year. But he says the Jets are still the team that he wants to play for.
Dude, he
so.
ruined the Jets, and he's like, I'm
See you
gonna take
later,
off. You guys got this? Yeah, cool, no problem.
See you later.
Yeah. So, I mean, before we leave off of the Texans, we did say we don't think all the blame is on CJ Stroud, but there's a lot of heat coming CJ's way that he hasn't taken a leap in his sophomore years. So, I got a list of names here, and I'm gonna ask you guys. This is Would You Rather CJ Stroud edition. Okay. So I have a couple that are like right now, but the rest I have long term. I'm gonna just do the long term first, and I'll throw the other guys at the end. If you want to just keep it long term, that's fine.
This is gonna get bad.
Okay. So the first name up is a guy we just saw take an L on Monday Night Football: Justin Herbert or C.J. Stroud.
I hope you don't go with Justin Herbert. Easy, not even close for me personally.
Yeah, I'm going to take Justin Herbert here.
Okay. Next up is a guy that these two names are probably going to be attached for the rest of their careers: Jordan Love or C.J. Stroud.
Oh God.
Like
Two
Jordan,
dudes who run out the back of the end zone.
Jordan Love is objectively having a better season this year.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
he is. He just had a big game too, but against nobody, basically. Oh man. Damn, bro.
I just think Jordan Love makes too many boneheaded mistakes. I'd still pick.
CJ's starting to do it too.
I'd still take CJ Stroud here. That might be crazy, but
Oh no, it's not crazy because like I'm super torn with this too. I'm gonna ever so slightly lean CJ Stroud.
Yeah, this could be a conversation we have multiple times per season for the next 8 years. So,
Wow.
next we're gonna dip into the rookie class: Caleb Williams or C.J. Stroud.
Okay, these last couple weeks.
Caleb's playing some good ball.
Caleb's played some real good ball, playing on schedule, still making boneheaded decisions sometimes, but
I gotta stay consistent. I just picked Stroud over Love because of boneheaded mistakes. Caleb makes boneheaded mistakes in different ways. He doesn't really make boneheaded interceptions, but I mean that sack in overtime against the Vikings, that was one of the worst I've ever seen.
that was horrendous.
Like he just
Yeah, that was terrible.
like
Bro,
I know
sat there for 8 seconds, bro.
I know
8
he's a
seconds.
playmaker, but goddamn, like sometimes you got to get rid of the ball. I'm gonna take CJ Stroud here.
Oh man, I'm one of Caleb's biggest haters. If Caleb
I
has-
love Caleb. That's my dog.
Look, if
I just,
Caleb has no haters on the planet, that means I'm dead. But like, I'm probably going with Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect you to do that.
Yeah, I'm probably going with Caleb Williams. The physical talent that I'm sorry, like Stroud makes some stupid throws too, but that throw to DeAndre Swift, like, yes, I saw all the memes about how in like 2000 it's a hospital ball and Ed Reed would take a dude's head off, but like we're not in 2000
2000.
anymore. So we don't want players getting decapitated anymore, to be quite honest.
You guys see what Ortiz sent? in the
Yeah,
bubble
yeah, I was
chat?
crying before.
I did
He
not,
sent a
actually.
Kobe quote. My heart could take the pounding, my mind could handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye. Chris's career in lace. The hell, man?
Kid's getting hated on to the craziest extent. Yeah, I'm going to go with Caleb Williams.
All right.
Wow, that's bad.
Another rookie, Jaden Daniels or CJ Stroud?
Oh, I'm going with JD. That's my dog. He changed my life. Give me Jaden Daniels. I don't care.
Damn, bro, you really came with some great ones here.
See, before you go, I think Jaden Daniels has, like, that game-breaking upside that would make you pick a Jordan Love or Caleb Williams in this conversation that
far
I don't
less
know if CJ Stroud necessarily has to that extent, but Jaden does not make as many mistakes as Jaden don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, he's made a few in these past few weeks, but like
he hasn't looked.
he hasn't played good, but like he really doesn't put the ball in harm's way. Like I don't know, he threw an interception against the Cowboys. It was like a screen pass that the D lineman literally ripped out of the running back's hands. Like
That
that
was
shit's
crazy.
not on.
That
Yeah,
was
that shit's
wild.
not on
It
him.
doesn't
You know what I
happen.
mean? And then he had 2 interceptions. It was that one and then the Hail Mary at the end of
Yeah.
the game. Like those are 2 fake interceptions.
Yeah, it's tough. Bro, oh my God. I don't know who I'd even take in Caleb and Jaden. I think I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels. But again, like,
You're also wearing an LSU jersey. It'd be kind of crazy if you didn't.
bring Jaden to the Giants. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jaden. Shit.
All right. The other rookie sensation, Bo Nix.
CJ
No,
Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Just making sure. I wasn't going to mention it, but I'm like, since he's like the front runner or whatever, we got to talk about it. All right.
Nope.
2 more names here. Brock Purdy.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
And the last name for long term, Trevor Lawrence.
CJ Stroud. I wish it was Trev, but
I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be the worst take that I've made this whole video.
don't do it then.
Yes. We are literally watching the Jacksonville Jaguars look like not an NFL team without Trevor Lawrence.
They didn't
Not
They didn't look like much of an
But
NFL
that's
team
just
with
not
him.
true, bro. Like,
No, that is true.
Bro, they
were the
were
worst.
terrible.
they look
ass.
like a non-competitive NFL.
were.
With Trevor, it wasn't this bad.
Matt.
Like, it
Well,
just
it was
goes
still
to show.
terrible,
It
yeah.
just goes to show, like,
Yeah, the
what
question
he's
isn't Mac
dealing
Jones
with.
or Trevor
Matt,
Lawrence.
what are you doing?
Oh, I
You're taking
know.
Trev because CJ Stroud's not injured right now?
No.
Like, what are you doing? That can't be the reason why. Like, if CJ Stroud
No, I
went out,
know,
the
I
Texans
know, I
would
know,
look
I
like
know, I
shit
know,
too.
I know. I'm going with CJ Stroud.
Okay, good.
All right.
Damn.
I got a couple more names for, and this is just rest of season.
Okay.
CJ Stroud or Kyler Murray?
Kyler.
CJ.
Why?
Interesting.
Because I think CJ could turn it around. And I just
Yeah, but
think CJ will.
I agree
prefer-
that CJ could turn it around, but
I think
It's-
CJ's a better quarterback. Like,
I
quite frankly.
agree, but he's not. Like, it's night and day between the two this season. Like, Kyler's having a top 10-ish quarterback season
Yeah,
this
Kyler
year.
also has his dookie.
100%.
too,
But, like,
so-
overall, Kyler's having, like, a top 10-ish quarter. That's why Kyler's good games, he looks like a top 5 quarterback. That's
Yes.
why I'm accounting for the bad games. He's looked like a top 10-ish quarterback this year, maybe 11, 12, whatever
Sure.
the case may
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
CJ Stroud's looked like a bottom 20 quarterback.
He's up there
this
with
year.
Cooper Rush and Anthony
If-
Richardson.
I think.
Like, is CJ Stroud going to turn it around enough to get back into that conversation this year?
Yes, I think CJ
with no
Stroud could
Stephon
be better
Diggs?
than
because
Kyler Murray for the rest of the season.
I think because of his schedule, if he plays great against Kansas City, Baltimore, like
But
I
will,
think he could get
I
back
get the
in there.
question of, like,
Tough
will
task.
he?
It's a very tough
I get
task,
no,
yeah.
like, I agree, but I mean,
he's saying
to this
he's going
point,
to.
Like,
I'm
he could
saying
play,
he's going to.
He could
turn
play
it around.
better. Like, I think he's going to, after the bye, like,
Exactly.
especially
He
with,
gets Jacksonville
Yeah,
now, and then the bye week.
But what I'm saying is, like, with his situation, with Diggs out, with one of, if not the worst offensive lines in the league, bottom 5 offensive line, easy, like, is he going to be able to turn it around enough to play at that level?
Yes.
Like, he could turn it around and play better and play at a top 13 to 15 level, but
I disagree.
he has to play. No, he has to
We've
play.
watched CJ Stroud play at a top 10 level for a lot of his career to this point. Like,
I agree.
and I get how good Kyler's been. I get
year.
how good Kyler's been. But like I said, like I also see that Kyler can have these like tears and have the greatest games of all time. Like he looks amazing one game, and then what just happened? Like what the hell was that? So yeah, I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud. I'm going to take CJ Stroud because I just think the lows are not quite as bad as Kyler, and I think the highs could be just as good in the future. I really do. So I think
I feel like the lows aren't as bad as Kyler. It's crazy to say.
no, it's not.
Bro, since week 7, 28th in EPA per play, 29th in success rate, 32nd in completion. Like, his lows are... Like, Kyler's had lows this season, but Kyler has not been that bad for that long of a stretch.
I agree, but he also has had to get readjusted and reaccustomed to losing a Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs for majority of the season.
100%, but saying Stroud's lows aren't as low as Kyler's is
Nico,
crazy, though.
For rest of year, his lows will not be as low as Kyler's lows.
That's not what you said. You said like, I thought you meant like in general.
No,
like
no. For rest, because now that Nico is back, he
guess.
changes the game for CJ Stroud, or theoretically should change the game. And in my head, that's where I'm
Nico
at.
was there on Sunday when Stroud ran out the back of the end zone.
That was a crazy play. That was nuts.
The game on the line.
But I mean, CJ was bad in this one, but wasn't. I'm gonna score 6 points.
It's hard for me to. No, he was bad.
He was bad. He wasn't.
bad.
I'm gonna score 6 points. Bad.
He was. Whatever bad you want to say, he was bad. I don't know. Given their schedule and like deadass, given how bad he's been, I don't know if he's gonna. Like, I'm not saying he'll never get back to that level ever, but this year it's gonna be.
Tough task.
A tall task.
I
man.
think
Kyler's balling.
Jacksonville bye week is about as good as
Like,
he could have had it made with Nico Collins back.
Cardinals
for the rest
have
of the season.
a light schedule in their own right too. You know what I mean?
I think CJ is better than Kyler.
No,
That's
I
it.
think CJ's better than Kyler too, but that's not what Tom's asking.
I'm taking him for the rest of the season because I think CJ Stroud is better than Kyler Murray and will be better for the rest of the season.
Okay.
Two
Would
names
you like to put $10 on it?
Ooh.
Well, what are we gonna measure as him being better? Just the eye test?
I think you guys are, mature
Ball
enough
knowers
to
enough to
agree.
understand?
And mature enough to just agree who
Yeah, I'll
was better.
put $10 on it.
You decide.
I'll decide. Ooh,
You decide.
okay. All right. That's
You're
fine.
the unbiased
Okay.
third party here.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll take it. All right.
Please, Kyler.
You just cursed Kyler and blessed CJ Stroud for the rest of the year.
Probably.
Congratulations.
Rest of season, CJ Stroud or Matt Stafford?
Stafford's been pretty good lately, honestly.
Since Puka came back.
Yeah, I was looking at it because we were talking about it last week. How you were saying we were saying he's been bad this year, but like he's turned it up.
I'm taking CJ Stroud. Although Stafford really does have to play at like a
I don't
top
know,
7-ish level to make the playoffs at this point.
Yeah, just rest of this season, like I'm gonna take Stafford. Bro,
Yeah.
CJ Stroud has a big ass hill to climb, bro. The hill that Jay Leno fell down, bro. Like
I get it. Trust me, but he
has to be so much better than he's been.
I'm gonna swap on that one. I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford. I think Matthew Stafford could have a better rest of the season.
All right. Last up, my guy, my dog, Baker Mayfield.
Baker.
Baker's been
Easily.
ridiculous, and Mike
Baker.
Evans is back. So
All right.